How do you read, or how have you been reading your Bible from one Sunday to another all these years?
Well, usually I take one book and I read a chapter a day. Sometimes it gets really interesting, so I'll read another chapter. But you don't have to read the whole chapter. Just read you some verses and pick out a verse that kind of speaks to your life right then, and think about it all day long. Now, how does this verse live in my life? What am I supposed to do with this in order to be God's child? And to do that is not always easy. I think the hardest thing for us as Christians when we read that we're to forgive, because people think that you don't understand what they did to me. It doesn't matter. Jesus says, forgive. And once you say those words, I forgive them, Lord, then He comes in and He gives you this power and the strength to actually do it. But He will not help you until you do. But to read your Bible, now for me, sometimes I read a chapter in the morning usually, and I have gotten out of this because I'm having some vision problems. But for a long time, I have taken a book, read the whole book, but I read a chapter a day and I pick out something that I can do a morning devotion on. And I've done that. Now my vision's getting worse, and so I do not read it a whole lot in the morning because I get blurry eyed and can't see real good. But at night, when I go to bed, I read one psalm every night. Now, if it's real long, I'll just read part of it. But I read a psalm every night. It gives me peace, it gives me comfort, and it just lets me know God's here, right here.